It's the future. Like it's just gonna keep getting better and better, and it'll create more jobs because of it too.
Absolutely, it's the biggest invention since electricity.
Dude, everything now is AI. So
who am I here with?
Jackson,
Michael,
Marcus,
Isaac,
Quentin, Dr. Eric Snowden,
Tommy,
Daniel,
Fran,
Dylan.
Do you think AI and artificial intelligence is a good or bad thing?
Is positive. Actually, it's a type of leverage, right? So it's a type of technological leverage. What allows you to put in less and to have access to a lot more, a lot faster. I already use it in my business.
It depends. It could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you use it.
I'm with him. I work in healthcare, so I think it could be beneficial for some things in the healthcare industry, but then I also think it could take away in the future.
It's the future. Like it's just gonna keep getting better and better, and it'll create more jobs because of it too.
I think it's both. Though it provides an awesome resource, at the same time, it can also create a level of laziness that prevents someone from doing proper research and to make sure that is accurate. So I think it's both and. But the AI doesn't divorce us from the responsibility of having to invest ourselves intellectually to know how to handle the information that we get.
It's pretty good.
Why do you say that?
It makes everything easier. Like, why have folks do things whenever the AI can just do it? If it can compile the information, why not?
Yeah, because it's taking over jobs. Right now, the famous one, everyone's using the chat GPT. You can go in there, type in, like, write me an essay, and it'll write you an essay on the topic of whatever you want. And it's like, literally, there's also things for YouTube as well, like for YouTube automation. There's voiceovers that use AI. You can use AI for scripts. Everything now is AI. So
I think it has more positive and it has some negative to it. Most people will use it and students won't study anymore. They'll just go to AI for everything. So that's the negative. But on the positive side, you have more access to information at your fingertips. So I think it's a good deal.
It can be good because like you could like dead ass start a business with it. Like you could just type in like how to start a clothing brand or a construction business. It'll tell you step by step, straight like that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would think so. I think there's been a lot of advancements in AI the past year, and I would say, yeah, I think it's definitely making some progress.
You think that AI will cut a lot of jobs?
No. If anything, growth rates will go up. Somebody has to fix the AI. So there has to be somebody behind the AI who's controlling everything. That only creates a job field. So, if everything's done right, the job market in that specific sector should go up.
No, it will eliminate some professions, but it'll create a lot more professions. It already is. So it'll limit or reduce professions like legal assistant, paralegal, a lot of administrative jobs. However, from the creative standpoint, I don't mean animation and SEO, but it's going to create a whole other world. So when you look at the metaverse, who's going to create all the infrastructure for that? When you look at, I believe military just first AI piloted aircraft. That's a whole other industry. So people need to get ahead of AI or they will be without a job.
personally, I think decrease. Well, I mean, it's going to do other people's jobs for themselves. Like somebody can just ask the AI to do it instead of hire someone to do it.
I feel like it will decrease current jobs, like how he said, but eventually it'll also create more opportunities as more things are created and other new jobs too.
It's a tough question. I would say very, very long-term decrease, but in the intermediary, I don't think AI is advanced enough to really take everyone's jobs.
We don't know enough yet, but I think that in some industries it will increase. Like for example, in software engineering or in engineering, maybe the jobs will increase because AI will help with productivity, and there will be more people needed to write AI, use AI. But for other traditional industries, like being a doctor, for example, or a lot of other HR services, these could be replaced by AI.
It's possible. At the same time, I mean, we've seen lately where just in the last few weeks, an attorney is facing disbarment because he used AI in a case that provided him bad information. And so even though it may advances on some spaces, it doesn't negate the responsibility of having human capital to actually make sure you have accurate information.
I believe so.
Well, now you see where they have robots doing certain things in certain industries, and that's people's jobs that they're going to take over.
Automation.
Yeah, just like the restaurants, fast food restaurants, they're having some of the robots come in, but you're taking away all the jobs that that come with that. So yeah, definitely.
For the career path that you guys are trying to pursue, do you think AI will negatively impact you guys?
In my career path, no. In some cases, it's been resourceful already. But to my earlier point, though, it doesn't negate us from having responsibility of data integrity and information integrity. So, again, I think it could be a great resource. It is a good resource in many spaces, but you cannot avoid human responsibility intellectually and how you use information.
I'm not really sure. Maybe I want to get into like something to do with like finance. So maybe like it'll make some things like more automated.
I don't think it will for me. I'm trying to stay in soccer, and I don't think AI will ever take over.
Yeah, it will. I mean, it's customer service. So I mean, if AI can answer the question, why me? But you know, I guess I would be around for the more difficult questions, things that they like can't compile, the one-off stuff like that.
Not for me. I'm more with the clothing and YouTube and all that stuff. It'll be easier for like people who use like for videos.
In your career path, do you think AI has been a positive or a negative?
It's really coming. I'm an engineer, by the way, so I mean they've been talking about that coming into our industry, oil and gas. I think on the overall it will be positive because it's not going to take all the jobs away, because there's still some things that needs the hands-on. So I think on the overall it should be positive.
For the people out there that are worried about AI taking over their jobs, what would you say is the best solution to surviving this AI wave?
I think the key is what I've noticed is that you have to learn how to use it as a tool. So the people who are able to use AI to make their work easier are going to be the ones that last longer.
If you can't beat them, join them. So learn AI.
I'll probably say you might change your career field possibly. I mean, more, I guess, like either tech jobs, get your tech career field, or more like hands-on jobs.
Trades like plumbing?
Like trade schools,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
Trade
education.
schools, yeah.
I think get your education. Get your degrees. You know, we have our degrees, so you know, get your degree. That's important. Number one. Once you have that, nobody can ever take that from you, regardless if it's AI or not.
I mean, AIs can't replace the people experience. So as long as that's needed, then there's going to be a space for you. And if anything, just learn to be more fluid in your skills. Like learn how to do like light AI stuff. So that way, when that job market comes available, you're at least serviceable in that field. You're not just stuck out.
I say give it a chance. We'll see where it goes. That's all I can say, really.
Okay.
But it's scary for people out there, I know.